Hey everybody, welcome back to Mama's Zodi Tarot. So today we are doing another installment in the Industry Plant series. Yes, we are doing Lizzo. Let me clear my throat, sorry. We are doing Lizzo, so let's jump right into it, not even waste any time. I, of course, asked, is she an industry plant? And then does she have like a shady deal, a dark deal, a deal with the DEVIL. All right, so let's jump right in. Is she an industry plant? Okay, you guys, so we have a heaping amount of yes cards, only 2 no cards. The 2 no cards say cracks in your facade, unsupported, drying up, and it says stuck inside your head, brain freeze, overthink it. So something went wrong here. That's what I'm picking up on, where she overshot or overthought whatever it was that she was capable of, and it seems like things are starting to dry up. But as far as the yes cards, we have it's a good investment, getting paid, saving up. So definitely, most definitely was excited, felt like it was a good investment for her career. We have this is the real deal, your efforts bear fruit. So she's aligned to that family, that family tree, that bloodline. We have feels right, good idea, aligned with your values. So she had no problem wearing this false mask and being this false person. Neatly tied up, secure, trustworthy connection. She was able to, secure a lot of important business connections, business ties, things that helped her to really transform her career, move forward, get to where she needs to be. And then lastly, we have trust your feelings, fulfill your heart's desire. So she was really excited to be a musician, be in the spotlight, have all her hopes and dreams and desires fulfilled, and get all of her wishes. So she had no problem aligning herself with this in order to get what she wanted, and being a plant, because she was not getting the reception that she wanted, right? She was drying up. People was like, she's okay, but we don't love her. You know how people are there. There was a lot of things, especially surrounding, I'm picking up like, her weight and things like that. There was a lot with this stuck inside your head, brain freeze and overthink it. It was a lot of things that, people said about her that she thought about, that was constantly weighing on her mind heavily, definitely, for sure. So I would say like she knew that she needed an edge to get her through that door, because her naturally, as she was going to experience so much barriers due to the way that society perceives bigger women and bigger black women especially. So we're going to be honest about that. But yes, she did align herself with this darkness. So I'm pretty sure she has a oh, she doesn't. Wow, interesting. So while she is an industry plant, and she's somebody who they infiltrated and created her image and did all these things, it does not seem like she has a dark deal. Like I said, I told you guys, it doesn't necessarily mean because you're an industry plant that you signed a deal with the DEVIL. No, you could just have that, get that great marketing and that great push, and not necessarily, and be a plant, and not necessarily do the deal. So with this valuable experience, worth your time, profit, and the best medicine, getting a real scoop, it feels like she got, the down low. Someone came to her, they made the offer to her, they let her know like this would be great, this would be a valuable experience for you. If you really, really, really want to have success and you really want to get your money, then you should definitely do this and make this investment. But she was like, nah, I guess I'm just cool with just being an industry plant. Like, she's like, this is going to be too much. It says losing part of yourself, missing pieces, going away. So she knew that she would have to sacrifice too much of herself. She would have to sacrifice pieces of herself in order to do this. She would have to do dark things. Her reputation would definitely be spotted. With the spotted reputation, going bad, rotten idea. She knew that once you align with that dark stuff, there's really no going back. So she felt like, I'd rather stay away from that and stay far from her, out of, away from that kind of stuff. I'd rather take my chances with being authentic and seeing it, or not being authentic, but being an industry plant. I'm already getting this push, with me having someone putting me in the spotlight and putting me in the eye. I don't need that. So no, she had already invested money and spent money into being a plant. So she didn't feel like it was necessary for her to go that far and be aligned with the darkness. So okay, Lizzo's an industry plant, you guys, but she don't have a deal with the DEVIL. That's good. But she definitely, her career has been orchestrated. I do see 4-leaf clover and bowl here. So there's an element of, luck that is not present when it comes to her career. Like, with this, because this is all about material things here with the bowl. Like, there's plenty of material things that have, money that has been invested into this to make this turn out in her favor. Plenty of money. So it's not really something that happened out of luck. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. How did she, I asked, how did that go? I'm dropping cards. Sorry, you guys. How did that go? How did she become Lizzo? Journey, marriage, bad health, expectation, unexpected income, adjudication, mature woman, coffin, thoughts, and thief. Okay, so how Lizzo became Lizzo. What this is telling me is that, she went on a certain path where she was trying to put in the hard work. She really was trying to do this the natural way, as you would say, which I feel like most of them do. We're not going to act like they just jumped out of nowhere and decided to get help and be like an industry plant and get a back and get a push and align themselves with a certain partnership. Like, no, they don't just do that for no reason. They tried it, the regular route of just trying to go viral or align them, so, have their music just go viral and people start following them and love them and they get the support. Like, they tried to go the organic, that's the word that I'm looking for, route when it comes to stardom, most of them. So she tried the organic route, Lizzo. It did not work. So she realized that, listen, in order to become this woman that I want to be, be in the spotlight, be this mature woman, I'm going to need help with this marriage. I need a partnership. I need people to help me. I need people to actually push me. And that means that I'm going to have to, be a plant with this bad health and coffin. It's like I have to put an end to doing it the way that I want to do it, and I have to put on this image. I have to, represent what it is that they want me to represent, follow the rules that they say. As it's not in the sense of like doing dark things, but more just in the sense of, okay, if I tell you to wear these type of outfits, if I tell you to wear this type of persona and behave this certain way and make people think that you're this way. It was all about her having to, look a certain part and wear a certain image and put an end to who she really was in order to have what she was looking for, in order to get what she was, that unexpected income that she was expecting to have and to get the stardom that she was looking for. So with this thoughts and thief, this is telling me that currently, like I said, she had at a certain point in her career going through, that phase of being asked, hey, do you want to go a certain type of route? Like, do you want to go the dark route? And she was like, no, I feel okay with just, doing it, wearing a false mask, pretty much being a false person, just being an industry plant route. And this is kind of making me feel like, because of this, there's a limit to how far she's going to get, right? With this thoughts and thief. It's like there's other people that's letting her know, other, higher powers that are letting her know that you can only get so far, right? You're only going to get a certain amount of income. You're never going to get, to be like the big show without doing these certain darker things. So always keep that in mind, right? But that seems to not be something that she's concerned with, because she doesn't want to make that move. She definitely, from the beginning of her career till now, has just been comfortable with where she's at and what she has, and just, grateful to be a successful industry plant, to be honest. She doesn't seem to be too thirsty or, overzealous or greedy to have a whole bunch more and, be this like extra greedy, thievy kind of person. Like, she's just not. That's not really what she's looking for. She's okay with what she has. So some of her early career struggles. I have shark. Yeah, so material wealth, making sure that she controlled her finances, didn't spend too much money, that she didn't let someone else come in and, make her make some bad financial decisions, sign any bad contracts, align herself, with these darker people, just really keeping her material wealth, keeping her financial situation good and keeping her money protected, so that way, she would be good. Not overspending, not being overzealous and greedy, being reasonable when it comes to, how she used her money. We also have rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. So some of her early, struggles were definitely being too concerned with, her love life, possible sexual matters, sexual partners, wearing this sexual image, because as I said, that's what they kind of wanted for her to wear a persona. So she was overly portraying this sexual image to the world when that's not exactly what her persona is. What this is telling me. She was overdoing it for sake of the image that they wanted her to portray. We also have goldfish. So again, yeah, making sure that she stayed aligned, stayed on her path. All right, that she was not doing anything dark. Just keep swimming. She had to maintain, a positive mindset. She had to maintain optimism and just make sure be optimistic. Make sure that she don't do anything that can harm her physically, mentally, emotionally, her mind, body, and soul. She just wanted to, that was definitely a struggle for her. We also have Candle. As I said, you will be shown the way. So making sure that she stayed on the light path, that she didn't do anything dark, that she didn't let someone steer her down, a dark road that was going to have her all messed up and in trouble. It's hard when you're around all of these different people in the industry, all these different shows in different cities, all this temptation that's around you and all of these things that are in front of you that you could possibly fall victim to, that she was worried of, Lizzo was worried about protecting herself from, and struggled, with making sure that she didn't succumb to anything dark or anything bad, but heavy on, struggling with making sure that she kept herself, I guess, not overly sexually motivated. And then we also have Scissor coming out in reverse. So dealing with a lot of fake energy, a lot of fake friends, confirmation, people that she couldn't trust, that she thought that she could trust. You know how it is when you're starting off and you're becoming famous and you're starting to pop off. It's like you realize that people that you thought you could trust, you really can't trust. People that you thought was your friend, they're really not. They're not happy for you. Just having to cut out things that wasn't serving her and not gonna be good for her in the long run. So those were her early career struggles. What about her early personal struggles, I asked next. So we have autocorrect victim, coffee addict, inbox 00, social battery drained, and delivery app devotee. So, she had a lot on her plate with this delivery app devotee, so many different things that she had to get done, trying to multitask. It was definitely overwhelming, definitely a lot of late nights, trying to just stay motivated, stay energized, having to stay up late, just grinding and really working towards what it is that she was trying to do. And I think that as a result, she was carrying a lot of emotional burdens and was just scattered, as far as her energy, and not always able to really devote herself to what it is that she needed to do as far as her self-care, her personal life, and all of that stuff. I feel like her personal life took a backseat to her work. We also have social battery drain. So furthermore, having to be on the go, always on the move, outside, traveling, it really was overwhelming her to the point where she was drained, being around people, having to always, be in people's faces, doing interviews, doing shows, dealing with all of these different, energies. It was just a lot for her. It definitely drained her energy. Inbox 00, just always having, it goes along with the coffee addict, always having to talk, always having to be around people, just having to be charismatic, having to be high energy, having to always, seem positive and good, and just, yes, I'm excited, I want to do this. Like even when you're exhausted, even when she's exhausted and Lizzo's feeling tired and she doesn't want to do anything, having to just maintain this happy-go-lucky outlook and keep herself going and always talk to these different people, be around all these different people, be overwhelmed with messages, phone calls, phone always blowing up, just really no time to be alone, no time for herself. And then lastly, we have autocorrect victim, all of the judgment, the persecution, people saying things about her, having things to say, being judged harshly, not feeling like people had the right idea about her, misjudging her, like, hey, you don't even know me, but you have all of these things to say about me. And it's like, how do I reconcile with the fact that I want to speak about these things because I don't think that, who I'm portraying is who I am. But at the same time, this is what I signed up for. And so this is what comes along with the role that I am playing. Right, with this coffee addict, this is the image that I'm putting on and the role that I'm playing. So yes, it's shocking to see what people are saying, but what can I expect when this is what I've signed up for? So she was definitely struggling internally with all of the burdens that she was carrying, and whether or not that was going to outweigh everything that she wanted when it came to her career, because ultimately she knew that there was going to be sacrifices that she had to make. So that's what she was just doing, making the sacrifices, even though she was draining herself in the process. I just like having these cards out because I'm, like I said, this is her. I want to see if anything else pops out about this thoughts and thief. just in case. So I'm leaving it out. But let's go ahead and continue to currently. How does she feel currently about her career compared to, the beginning, the middle, all that? How is she feeling, just right now, currently? We have the Queen of Cups. Ooh, she's going through a lot. All right, let's see. The Chariot, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Hermit, King of Cups, Four of Cups, the Empress, Death card, and Page of Cups. So what this is telling me is that she's undergoing a lot of emotional burdens. With this King and Queen of Cups, this is telling me that she might be more focused on her love, actually. She might be more focused on her personal life, her relationships. Like, it's really about her moving forward towards a newer phase of her life with the Chariot here, where she's releasing herself from all of the stress and the anxiety and the worry, because her music career with this Nine of Swords is bringing her too much, right? There's too much competition. With this Five of Wands, there's too many dark things that you have to worry about in the background. There's just too much obstacles and things that you have to overcome in order to have this, and it's causing her a lot of worry. It's causing her a lot of stress. At this point, she wants to put it to rest with this Hermit. She rather just, focus on being it gives housewife energy, like you see how this woman is just relaxing, at peace, reading her book, eating her chocolates. With this King of Cups, she's got her husband. She feel like she can, this is what she's manifesting, being a mother with this Empress, having a child. Just really, it seems like she's wanting to put her music career to an end too, and focus on new beginnings with this Page of Cups. Yeah, she wants a fresh start and to start over and to put things to rest and to undergo like literally, she just wants to transform completely, do a whole 360 when it comes to her life. She's moving on with this Chariot towards a more peaceful, calmer life where she's at home with her husband, and they have a family, they're having children. This is what she's always wanted, and hoped and dreamed of and manifested. She wants to protect her. She wants to protect that, have a daughter, have a baby, a child. I don't know if she's pregnant right now with the Empress coming out here. That would be crazy. But, yeah, she's definitely in a very emotional state right now with this Queen of Cups. She's in a very, she cares a lot about her future and what it is that she wants to create. When it comes to the music, it seems like she's feeling like there's too much to overcome. And it's funny because literally one of the questions I asked was, is she on the Rihanna trajectory? And hey, this is what this is giving. Like, I'm focusing on my family, I'm focusing on my children, my husband, what I'm building, new opportunities, like what new opportunities can I create and get a fresh start that's not associated with my music career. So yeah, y'all, that's what I'm seeing. Wow. Now I want to keep looking at these because I'm just like, wow. She doesn't really want to, she don't really want to have to go through all this stress. She's going to put some things to rest and just chill out. So let's see about, the personal, the music career struggles, because obviously there's a lot that she's going through. There's a lot of obstacles here. So let's see what they are, because I went ahead and asked that next. We have Beetle, Turkey, Archway coming out in reverse, Tulip, Happiness, and Desk in reverse. I knew it. So she's focusing on, her love, her happiness, her wish fulfillment, like really being married in this relationship, evolving, having a child, growing when it comes to her family. That's where her true happiness is coming from. And she feels like when it comes to with this Beetle, she feel like she would be stupid to damage what it is that she already has with this great fortune. Like, she made sure not to behave stupidly or gamble with it, and she's not going to open up the decision for that. So we have Archways coming out in reverse. So it's hard to get new opportunities and new possibilities when you're not going to do the dark stuff, you know what I mean? When you're actually trying to do it the right way, the good way, and do it genuinely, and people want you behaving stupidly and doing dark things. So that's the main struggle. She'd rather focus on her family now and having a family and balancing, her family life and her work life is not becoming easy anymore. She doesn't want to focus on her work anymore with this desk coming out in reverse. That says pay attention to your work. She's just not interested. She's not interested, right? It's like she's not interested. It's too many obstacles, too much stupid nonsense that you got to involve yourself with, stupid people that you got to work with, like people that be, bitter in their feelings, like, yeah, that want to control you, manipulate you. Like, she's not interested in any of that. So, let's see about her personal struggles. We have the Cat Lady telling you she wants to have a baby, she wants to get pregnant, she wants to be a mama, she wants to be a mom and have her little babies and move on and all that. The Human Charger, deadline surfer, viral video star, and overwhelmed mom. Bro, I cannot make it up. She is just like, her personal struggles is that she's trying to get pregnant, or or she is already pregnant. So we might have, like, should we just, I mean, the Empress is out here. The Death card is out here. It's so much about cycles ending and new beginnings. We got the Chariot card, the Queen of Cups. Like, listen, it's a lot going on, you guys. The cat lady, I just feel like she's on her way. You understand? Like, if she's struggling with this, then this is the main issue. You understand? But she's trying to have that new beginning. She wants to have a baby, and she feel like she's too stressed. She was too overwhelmed. She was working too much. Like, she's too distracted. All right, and with all the things that's overwhelming her, and all of the people that's siphoning off her energy, using her, taking advantage of her, all of the work that she's having to do, trying to keep all of her emotions under control, trying to keep everything at bay and act like she's not going through a lot, like just trying to really act like she's riding the waves and being a star and everything's going good. All the while, she just wants to be inside, resting, relaxing, nesting, becoming a mom and being a family woman. Like, this is what she wants. So this is her personal struggles currently right now, whether or not she wants to remain in the spotlight and have people see her and all that, and she wants to continue to deal with what all of the emotions and stress and everything that comes with, and the people using her, or whether she just wants to go be the mom that she wants to be, the mother and the wife and the family person that she just that she wants. That's what she cares about, you guys. So wow. Let's just continue, and then we'll get some more after that. I went ahead and asked, is she on a Rihanna trajectory? Obviously. So let's Ace of Swords. Ancestors say that is absolutely the truth. I'm so glad I wrote these questions down and I asked them, because I just knew. Thank you, ancestors, for always making sure to guide me in my readings. So yeah, I said, is she on a Rihanna trajectory? Will Yitty become more important while her music fades away? Ancestors is already saying that is the truth, that yes, she wants to live in her truth. She wants to focus on what makes her happy, what she feels truly aligned with. She wants to protect herself and go after her true happiness and dreams and everything that makes her happy. Yeah, she's ready to free herself from all of the stresses that comes with being in the spotlight with the Eight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, listen, with this Knight of Cups and Ace of Wands, she wants that man she is ready to be a mother and have her husband put a baby in her. She's on her Rihanna trajectory for sure. All right, she's gonna be focusing on just my man, loving her husband, living her life out with him, enjoying the fruits of her labor, being a mother. She look forward to a lot more things coming from Yitty with this Ace of Wands. She has a lot of ideas, a lot of new passion projects that she wants to create, not just her clothing line. It feels like she wants to do something with her partner here, that they've been cooking up ideas of ways that they want to work together to do something, her and her boyfriend, fiance, husband, wherever they're at with this, like, because they're definitely she definitely very much is ready to move forward and have a family with this man. So they're coming up and cooking up ideas for new things to do for the Yitty clothing brand, and other ideas that they could come up with to continue to have her move forward and not have to rely on music, and allow her to be able to set that free so that she can do what it is that truly makes her happy and choose herself with this Six of Pentacles, and not have to do something that makes someone else happy. Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. Ancestors are saying that is absolutely the truth. All right, she wants to be a mom. I love that for you, Lizzo. And I'm sending out positive wishes for you. And I definitely asked about future predictions next, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Future predictions with her music career. Message of concern, and despair. Listen, we got concerned twice, so people gonna be waiting. That's what it feels like. Where's Lizzo? Where's the new music from Lizzo? Is she not, doing this anymore? Is she not, happy about this anymore? But it feels like a lot of people are gonna be listen, I'm thinking of breadcrumbs when I look at this despair. Like, it's gonna be breadcrumbs when it comes to the music career. She's not gonna be giving us much of anything. It doesn't seem like. People are definitely gonna be hoping and waiting and wishing. If she isn't a deal, it seems like, with this message of concern, it's like the moment that she signed that dotted line and it's over and she's all good and she's freed from everything like this, she's completely putting this on pause. with the, I'm looking at this concern card. It's like her only concern is going to be this man. It's only going to be her family and her husband and building. It's not, music is not going to be a concern. She feels like she's got to leave that out in the cold and go ahead and move forward and be the woman that she wants to be. Yeah, I'm seeing a ring in reverse. She's not ready to, continue to build with this. She's going to be breaking this marriage, all right? Like, it's not going to be continuing. This marriage will not be continuing. I'm seeing crib. Listen, the birth or conception of a child or enterprise. I keep telling y'all, this is what she's focusing on. She wants to have a baby with this man. Woman coming out sideways here. It says dealing. Listen, this woman wants to have a baby. That's it. Funnel, period of frustration, lesson to be learned, and she's struggling because she's waiting. She's in a lot of stress about it when it comes to this, and she's thinking and believing that her working so hard and overworking when it comes to her music career is why she's not able to have this baby. That's what she's starting to think. Like, okay, whatever this message. I don't know if she spoke to a doctor about it. I don't know if she got some blood work done and they told her, like, you need to stop stressing. You need to stop overworking. You need to relax. Be on bed rest. But either way, it's like, because it just feels like this is a pregnant lady being told that you need to be on bed rest and sit down and stop. Like, literally, that's what this feels like. This is crazy. Future prediction, like, that's what this really feels like. Like, you're overworking yourself and you need to chill out. You need to take a break. You need to relax, or else you're gonna keep. So I don't know if she experienced a miscarriage. Like, this is what this is giving me. Yeah, leg coming out in reverse. Something experience that she was supposed to, a role that she was supposed to step into was cut short, and she's going to be cutting her music career short because of this. All right, it says you will be taken care of in difficult times, and that came out in reverse. So she went through some sort of difficult time where I feel like she lost a child. You guys, for entertainment purposes only, my psychic downloads, in my opinion, I'm sending a lot of love as someone who has experienced this multiple times before. Okay, as recently as this year, I'm sending you a lot of love, Lizzo, because it's a hard thing, to be with child and then lose your child and be excited and plan and know that you're going to think that you're going to be a mother, and then things go left and all of this stuff. Now this is making me think about who's going to be the next huge actress. Interesting, but she could have suffered a miscarriage, you guys. But either way, she's dealing with loss and despair when it comes to having this new baby, and she wants to focus on that, and she feels like she has to put her music career on the back burner because that had her behaving stupidly and possibly caused her to lose something that was very, very much going to be a great fortune to her. With this archway coming out in reverse, like something that she was excited for was cut short, and it made her not want to focus on her work and her career anymore and want to focus on her love and her happiness and her family. So this is what she's going through right now, and this is what in the future, the reason why she will possibly be not focusing on her music career, because she wants to focus on her family, and she doesn't want to gamble with the chance of her bringing this new life into the world. Oh my God, I'm sending you so much love right now, Lizzo. Industry plan or not, who cares? The industry plan just means you have a damn good backing and you got people working. It doesn't mean and that you get put in people's face and you get certain media backing and pushing, but and you have to invest money into this. Clearly, it's not free. You got to invest money into this. But the difference is, like I said, thank God she don't have no type of dark deal, and she protected herself from that stuff. But anyway, let's continue. About next, I asked about Yiddy. What's gonna be something going on with Yiddy? So I have false person, mature man, and community. So one of the future a future prediction with Yiddy is that somebody might be trying to there might be some lawsuit things going on here, or someone's going to be trying to damage her clothing brand. Someone's going to be trying to damage Yiddy. A false person, a fake person who she can't trust, a mature man that with this community is in the spotlight that we possibly know of. We have kite, which is vacation, coming out in reverse. We have wheel coming out in reverse. Interesting. Boat coming out in reverse. Forest coming out in reverse. Every one of these came out in reverse. Sunrise and wishbone. So, thankfully, whoever this person is, their wish will not be granted. And whoever this dark individual is that's trying to cause drama and try to cause chaos when it comes to her clothing brand, that's going to be trying to get some sort of windfall, some sort of money off of her. Someone's definitely going to be trying to profit off her, trying to go, at it when it comes to Yiddy, and all of her everything that she's building. Someone's going to try to come for her empire. That's what I'm getting. Like with this boat, it's like somebody trying to take her whole ship down. All right, with this wheel in reverse, they want to see her whole life turned upside down. They want her stressing. They don't want her at rest and at peace and, you know, enjoying life and, you know, all of that. With this vacation coming out in reverse, so they're going to be trying to come after her legally. But I don't see this working at all. With Wishbone coming out in reverse, their wish is not going to be granted, and, you know, they're not going to get whatever money. This is like them looking for some sort of payout, trying to get some sort of wish. They just trying to get some money and some things off of her, but I don't see this working out in their favor. And yeah, it's gonna be. This is just stupid. Basically, that's what I'm getting with this force in reverse. Like, this person is not smart. They're not even intelligent enough to even do this, because no one's going to believe whatever lies it is that they're trying to tell, because they are a liar with this false person and they're not telling the truth. So they're not going to successfully get whatever it is that they're trying to get off of her. So I don't know if this is going to be somebody who she employs. So let's just go ahead and ask real quick, because I do want a little bit more juice on that. Tell me about this person that's going to be trying to come after Yitty and attack Lizzo through her clothing brand and cause issues. This liar who's going to be trying to cause mess. What is this card that just flew out here? The Strength card. That is so funny, because when I saw the Strength card, I thought of a Leo, and then I thought of a lion, and I'm like, yeah, a lion. Yeah, this person is lying. They, you know, they got this brilliant idea. Somehow they think you know, that this is going to be their great way to come after her. They got some ammo. They're going to get something against her. But let's go ahead and continue. The Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Justice card. I told you somebody gonna be trying to go to the law. Crazy. Queen of Wands, Judgment, and the Six of Cups. So this is somebody who, you know, as of now, yeah, they're trying to get some money off of her with this Ten of Cups. They're trying to make her come up, get their whole wish fulfillment off of her by going to the law on her with this Justice card. But this is somebody who she possibly employs with the Seven of Hazards. Definitely someone who she works with. It feels like it's someone who works with the Yitty clothing brand, who works for her as, you know, currently as of now, who, you know, everything is good right now. Things haven't gone sour yet. That's what I'm seeing. This is a woman, and she's going to be, you know, trying to cause some, you know, disastrous problems. I don't know if she's going to get fired with this Judgment card, because this definitely says fire on here. So she might possibly just, you know, get fired, and all of those happy memories, everything is going to turn cold, and she's going to be bitter, and she's going to be in her feelings, and she's going to want to come after her legally to try to get some come up off of her, because she, you know, feel like, I don't know, she's being taken advantage of. She's underwent some sort of, you know, emotional distress with this Nine of Wands. She was being overworked. She was being used. She need her wages. She need her pay. There's going to be some kind of way that this woman is going to be, because it feels like it's a woman here, is going to be saying that she was abused, and could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who's going to be, you know, or a Leo, who's going to be saying that she needs to get this payout for her emotional distress, and she still owed these wages, or whatever the case may be. Who, you know, everything is all good right now from what I see, but this person is going to turn sour and going to turn cold on Lizzo and Yitty and everything once she gets fired. Okay, but it's somebody who she has a lot of happy memories with as of now. They spent a lot of time together. They've celebrated and had a lot of joyous memories together, and she's helped her and worked with her to build this brand. So it's somebody who, you know, I don't know, even with the Seven of Hazards, she might say she giving her certain ideas, helped her creatively. I don't know if she's, you know, the head of the creative department, but she has some serious involvement with the brand. She's not just like, you know, working in a clothing store. No, this is somebody who majorly has helped her and worked with her, and she has a lot of memories with, who's going to be trying to come after her legally and come up off of her financially. All right, I'm talking about they've even vacationed together. Okay, remember Vacation came out. She done vacation with whoever this person is. She done been around the world with her and spent time with her. You will be surprised. She finds this person very, very close, possibly like a sister or a family member. She trusts her a lot, but she's going to be trying to make some sort of windfall, trying to come up financially off of Lizzo. Wow. That's, y'all see it. That's what's going on here. So let's, you know, go ahead and see what is the last future prediction for her personal life. Privileged lady in reverse, distant horizon in reverse, great fortune, lovers, wealthy man, and I see sudden wealth on the bottom of the deck over here. and change. Wow. Yeah. So what we have is that with main male and official person and pathway, I think Lizzo is going to be getting married soon. I see high honor in reverse with courthouse and house and main female and gift. Bro, I could just read this whole thing. Like, yes, I'm really seeing that, with this privileged lady in reverse and distant horizon, she's going to be removing herself from the spotlight. All right, she's gonna be happy with all of the great fortune, all of the riches, everything, the money, everything that she has. She's grateful for that, and she feels like the best riches, the best wealth, the best happiness is to have you, your lover, okay, a husband, somebody that you could share and share in your gifts with and spend your life with. That's the real treasure and gift in life. And so she's gonna be moving forward and evolving with this change, or she's gonna be making some changes. And I feel like with this official person and main male and pathway, listen, meet me at the altar in your white dress. I feel like she's gonna be making that move to get, getting married, and this man is gonna be, asking for her hand in marriage. He feel like he hit the jackpot when it comes to her. Like, he feels like a wealthy man. He that finds a wife, finds a good thing. He feel like in Lizzo he found that good thing, and he wants to make her his wife. And they're not gonna be breaking up, okay? And I feel like she's gonna be moving, all right, moving out of the spotlight very, very soon, and focusing on being a housewife. I'm telling you, with this house and main female. She's gonna be in the house enjoying, the fruits of marriage and being, just enjoying her life, fairness. She feel like this is her ultimate, ultimately what she's been asking for and what she's been hoping for. Like, this is all I hope for. I'm happy. When she looks back, she feel like she made the right decisions. Everything is going her way. Things have been going in her favor. She don't care about being in high honor and being in the spotlight and having status. She just cares about being happy with her husband. So that is what I have. We also have vulture, basket, hills, dragon, broken bridge coming out in reverse or sideways, flowers coming out in reverse, and wreath coming out in reverse. So what this is telling me is that at some point, you guys, she, after a lot of stress and depression and anxiety and worry that possibly somebody was working against her, y'all, this makes me so freaking happy. I want to cry. She's going to get that baby, okay, with this basket here, that recognition, that reward, that everything that she's been hoping for. After all those losses, with this wreath coming out in reverse, she's not gonna have to keep experiencing losses. All right, it's not gonna be any more sadness. All right, no more losses, no more broken bridges, no more unsuccessful plans, no more miscarriages and things. This is what I feel like, and it's like with the beware of self-delusion, she just feel like she just feels like she's delusional. Like, she feels like she's never going to have this. She's never going to have the happiness and have the baby and be a mother. It's like, no, they're telling her, you're going to overcome these hills. You're going to overcome these obstacles. You're going to get your baby. And I feel like it's going to be a boy. That's what I feel like. So let's see if we could. Oh my God, I didn't even see this over here, you guys, on this deck. Plant parent on the top of this deck over here. She really wants to be a mom, and this was on the top of the deck after I shuffled for her current personal struggles. So yeah, her current personal struggles is being a mother. I never even looked over there and saw that. So tell me something about this, you guys. Listen, she's been working so hard at this. It's been so hard for her, and she keeps it so cute. She keeps it so pee. But she is crumbling. She's got a lot of feelings about this, and she really wants to make this happen. So tell me about, these obstacles that she's going to overcome, and how she's going to feel once this finally happens. Because I feel that this is really going to happen for her. Okay, I'm seeing conspiracy theory. She ain't even going to believe it. She's going to be like, I can't even believe it. This is fake. There's no way. That's why the beware of the dragon, the self-delusion is coming out, because she really not even going to believe it. She going to think she's going crazy. She's going to be like, it's no way. It's no way. Because with this flowers in reverse, she's honestly at this point becoming content that she's not even going to be a mom and have it. Because this is possibly what she was told. With that message of concern, remember that came out. We also got influencer wannabe. So, bro, listen, she going to want to tell, like, when I tell you she going to want to tell the whole world That's gonna be what she want to scream at the rooftops and the mountaintops, that she is a mom. She got what she wanted. She gonna feel so awkward, like she not gonna, oh my gosh, she gonna be all over the place emotionally, because it's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I finally got what I wanted. But of course she's gonna feel awkward, like, okay, well, am I gonna be a great mom? Can I do this? Can I be a good mom? She's gonna be so stressed and overwhelmed and tell herself a lot of lies. Lizzo, babe, if you see this video, I hope you come up, Lizzo, I pray you see this video and come across this video, my babes. You're going to be a great mom. Do not stress. You got this. You're going to be good. Don't worry about nothing else and nobody else. I swear to God. They like shouted to the rooftops to her, screaming to her that she don't have nothing to worry about. She is going to be a great mom. She going to be, bro, she wants to tell her, like, this, yeah, she's going to be so happy to be a mom and to wear this role. She don't care what dollar. She going to spend any price. She don't care. She giving her baby everything. She spoiling her baby. She giving her baby the world. She don't care. There's no price that is nothing that can buy. This is a happiness that money cannot buy for Lizzo, and she's gonna be so beautiful. All right, this baby is gonna be so beautiful, and she's gonna be, oh my God, everything is gonna be so great. It's gonna be so worth the wait, Lizzo. I promise you, my love, it's gonna be so worth the wait. It's all gonna be worth the wait. So wow, that's what I have for future predictions for Lizzo and everything. I wish you the best, my love. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you to be a mom. I'm so happy for you and excited for you. All right, but that's what I have as far as this Lizzo video. Honestly, I'm excited. I can't wait to do another video on Lizzo again and see what's going on with her energy, you know, in a couple of months. But I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all later.